welcome back, everybody. This is Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports. So glad to have you all back again today. A special hello to my subscribers and those of you who have found these videos and just made such fun comments and tweeting at me and emailing me different things. And it's just been so fun to do, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'll definitely committed to doing all the season. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Keep giving me that feedback. I'm actually trying something new today in week 5 based on some feedback from my members, so from a subscriber and a friend. So really appreciate that. It means a lot. I'm having a blast doing them, and haven't driven my wife crazy yet, so I guess I'm going to get to keep doing them. So we're on to week 5 here. The Browns are 2-2, fresh off their big victory in Dallas last week, which I hope you got to watch. If not, it is earlier in my channel. But scrolling quickly are kind of the updated stats for the season after that game, which the Browns won 24-17 in Dallas. And now coming into another big game, the Indianapolis Colts are in town. Their new quarterback, Philip Rivers, will be running that Frank Reich offense, and we'll have to see. The Browns will have to have their A game ready, because he's going to try to sling the rock all over the yard today. So the Browns will need to be on their best behavior in terms of that. So you can see the depth chart and the stats now have gone through. Let's focus now on the keys to the game. Key for the Browns, just keep it rolling, keep it going. Last week it was a lot of Nick Chubb at 183 on the ground. Maybe keep feeding him. Where's Kareem Hunt been? Is he going to be back into the offense? So just keep that offense rolling and then limit the big plays. They have been gashed for some big touchdowns so far this season, so can they limit those big plays? For the Colts on offense, we haven't seen much of them. My advanced scouting department didn't get me much material on them. We know that they like to run the ball with Marlon Mack. They've got a very good offensive line, so I think they're just, I'm going to say, steady Eddie on there. Just be the Colts and be the best that you can. And then on the defensive end, again, I think if you can continue to stop Chubb, you've got the best chance of beating this version of the Cleveland Browns. Make Baker Mayfield beat you and make him do it by forcing the ball and making some mistakes. The Browns have been very good when he doesn't turn the ball over, and they've been pretty bad when he does. So without further ado, we're at First Energy Stadium. It's a beautiful day, October 11th, Week 5, the 2-2 Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Let's take you to kickoff. All right, and it's about to be the kickoff, 4:25 on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio. Great to see everyone. Welcome to Nagy on Sports' coverage of the complete simulation of the Browns 2020 season. As we mentioned in the pregame show, I'm going to try something new based on something that you guys have asked for as my subscribers and as my followers, which is that you would not like me to know the outcome of the game before I do it. So in order to do that, I am going to have to be simming it and recording live. So I'm experimenting with something new here. I'm recording into my phone while I watch the TV, actually, because my computer is currently rendering the rest of the Cowboys Week 4 game. No spoilers on that, I promise, except maybe a few spoilers on that, because I know it happens. So I'll talk about it because it happened in the past on this virtual season. So we're going to get this game started here. Again, I'll be in first-person mode just long enough for the kickoff, as I checked all the settings before going to spectator mode. So without further ado, Seibert's going to kick it away, taken by right there by Nyheim Hines. He's up, he says, a little bit to the left. He's going to be taken down by Andy Janovic there. So the Indianapolis Colts and their new quarterback, Philip Rivers, come into First Energy Stadium here. Rivers in the shotgun. He's got Hines to his left. He gives it to Hines, who's got a big hole up the middle. Tackled by Joseph, and then Greedy Williams comes over to handle it. But 17 yards and a gash play on first down for the Colts in Nyheim Hines. He's kind of that third down scat back, but started there off the left hip of Rivers. So Philip Rivers coming over to the Colts this season in the offseason after a very, very long time, his entire career, of course, with the San Diego and then Los Angeles Chargers. Nice tackle there by Myles Garrett as Marlon Mack is stuffed down after a 2-yard gain. So the Colts brought in some pieces in the offseason and are hoping right there that Frank Reich can put the pieces together and they can make a playoff run. I think this AFC South is going to be wide open for them with Rivers. He takes the shotgun snap. He's going to give it to Hines, who is smacked down immediately there by Mac Wilson in the middle. It's going to be 3rd and long. Great tackle by Mac on Mac. A little Mac on Mac crime there. Good look at Myles Garrett. Need to see a bigger game from him. He had that 1 sack last week against the Cowboys to get on the stat sheet, and they need some more of that from him here, certainly today. Rivers deep down, overthrows him. He was going for T.Y. Hilton. He was blanketed between Mac Wilson and Andrew Sendejo, and the Colts will have to punt after their first offensive possession. They got a first down and then went 4 and out essentially after that, just 3 plays, and they will have to punt. So nice job by that Joe Woods defense. Kind of fun fact, if you want to deep dive into it and get these Browns jerseys that are pretty dang close to the new ones for 2020, just go through your alternate jersey options. They're like a classic 2010s version of it, which is pretty close. I know it's not quite exactly the same, but it's closer than those ones that they are done with. Luckily, I will still wear the Color Rush ones eventually when we have primetime games. We did that for the Bengals on Thursday night a few weeks ago. So Baker Mayfield out under center, first snap of the game. It's a 3-step drop, just zips it to the right to Austin Hooper, who's up for about 8 yards. Call it 7 to the 32. Great play there by Austin Hooper, and he has been a nice addition to the offense, playing very, very well so far in this Kevin Stefanski offense, and they are glad to have him on the team. Probably the only person who's not glad to see him on the team, at least inwardly, is David Njoku, who has had significantly less touches than he normally would, even though he does play a decent amount of snaps. There's that delayed draw to Hunt, who's in the game. There's a lot of Nick Chubb last week. Across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. As he was coming back towards the middle on that far side was Rashard Higgins, and it's just a little bit out of his reach. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. There's the big DeForest Buckner right there, one of the big free agent pieces that came over this offseason, and he is a mountain of a man, 6'7" in the middle there, and I'm going to send him all of the bad vibes that I can right now so that he doesn't have one of these 5-sack games. And it's incomplete there, not sure who he was headed for, but Baker airmailed it over the middle to no one. But it was pretty crazy last week against the Cowboys in that winning effort that they gave up 5 sacks again to DeMarcus Lawrence. So it's the second time already this season they've given up 5 sacks to a single player. So that's pretty wild. Okay, here is the punt all the way down, taking it at about his 12-yard line. Nice tackle after a juke move there on Money Mitch. And then A.J. Green, the undrafted rookie free agent who has made this team, cracking in certainly the special teams lineup, and it's probably a dime or just after a dime back, I would guess, as well. Rivers gives it to Mack down the right side. He's got a little bit of a hole over there. He's going to get about 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Sendejo came to fill the hole there. Marlon Mack, and they have found a good weapon in him, as he is the every down running back. Hines certainly does play some as well. Right side, Hines, he's got the first down. So nice play there. Hines again, straight through the middle. A lot of talent on this Indianapolis Colts offensive line. Of course, Quentin Nelson, Costanzo, and company. Hines again, he's going to zig. Nice spin move in the hole before Carl Joseph knocks him down. Mac Wilson looking silly there as he was taken down eventually by Carl Joseph there. But man, Mac missed him in the hole. And it's going to be a 2nd and 1. Early in this game, 0-0. Phillip Rivers out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends in the game. They're going to set up a screen to Hines. He's got a little bit of a blocker. Makes the tackle. Great play by Jacob Phillips in the open field to take him down. He's actually going to get 0 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 to go. Man, when they first set that up, he had 3 blockers out there ready to go and nobody around, and then Jacob Phillips shot over there from his middle linebacker position and took him down for no gain. 3rd and 1, double tight end set. 3-step drop for Rivers. Spins left, it goes back over to the right, and it's caught for the first down. No, he fumbles, but he was out of bounds. Jack Doyle, the tight end, caught it and then fumbled the ball, but he was out of bounds when he did so. So great forced fumble there. It will count as a forced fumble and a tackle for Grant Delpit, but unfortunately the fumble was not somewhere where his teammates could recover it. Hines again off that right side, and then he gets stopped up. Phillips again. So Hines had a couple of big runs and now a couple of shorter ones as well. They have really used him out of the shotgun a lot early in this game to run the football. There's Frank Reich, longtime quarterback in this NFL. Rivers out of the shotgun. He drops back. There's a little bit of pressure from Vernon, and he puts him back to the middle, but he completes it across the front. There's number 86, Michael Pittman Jr., rookie receiver out of USC. So nice to see him getting involved. If you're a Colts fan, you were very excited that he was still on the board. There's such a heavy draft of receivers. For you to be able to get Michael Pittman and add another weapon for Phillip Rivers and this offense. 5-step drop, he goes far left side again. That's Trey Burton, the second tight end, and he came over from Chicago in the offseason. Trey Burton, number 80 there, with a nice catch, and he gets 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and short. Delpit gets another tackle. So again, head coach Frank Reich, that wasn't him, that was the ghost of Freddie Kitchens. But Frank Reich, of course, the coach. Offensive coordinator Nick Sirianni. Defensive coordinator Matt Eberfluss, who did some interviews in the offseason, but ultimately stayed there. Good tackle. Pittman, he's going to go. He stays up, and then he gets knocked out of bounds. So Delpit and Ward had him kind of stopped, but he was able to spin out of it because they did not wrap up. And eventually, he's just going to go out of bounds because Mac Wilson was there as well. So that's how that play ends. Back to pass, Phillip Rivers. He's got a man wide open on the slant across the middle. That's Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell, second-year receiver out of the Ohio State University, 11 yards and a first down. Paris Campbell's got a lot of friends and family here because he grew up just a couple of miles away in Akron. St. Vincent St. Mary product. Was a pretty famous basketball player that went to St. Vincent St. Mary. I wonder if he's in attendance. I'm not sure if they're friends or not. We'll have to get that deep dive information later if we can. Rivers again, he's just going to throw this one away. Well, it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Looked like he was kind of throwing it away. Doyle went to catch it anyway, even though he was well out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 now. We're at the 13-yard line. 6:15 remaining in the first quarter. Browns defense bending a little bit here, hoping to hold them to a field goal. Delayed handoff to Mack. He's got room off the left side. He's up to the first down marker. Is he going to get that first down? No, they're going to say 3rd and 1 where he marks it. But the Colts running aggressively and running a lot here early in the game. Clearly something that they saw on tape this week to attack this Browns kind of on these kind of intermediate zone runs, especially from the shotgun, kind of between the guard and that tackle, that B-gap run. On his left side, Mack, he's up to the goal line. He's going to get stuck right there by Greedy Williams, but it is a first down and goal from the 1-yard line now. Get Matt Glowinski pulling over. Nice blocks there. There's Roosevelt Nix, who came over from the Steelers, getting in there. And now it's time for some big bodies to get on the field. Can the Browns hold? 3-step drop for Rivers. He's got time. What's going on? Get him. He's got time. Get him. Oh, and he goes in for a touchdown. It looks like he's right there. And somehow Phillip Rivers, not known for his running acumen, was like literally could fall forward and be in the end zone, and nobody was there. So he did just that. Garrett got a hold of him, but kind of followed him into the end zone as he fell in. And the Colts take a 6 pending this kick, 7-0 lead. Rodrigo Blankenship, rookie kicker from Georgia, knocks it through. And the Colts lead 7-0, 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. Again, as we always do every time there's the first kickoff break, just want to remind you here at Nagy on Sports that these gaps are a little bit longer, and sometimes I edit them out. Sometimes I'm still jabbering about what I saw. But I also do want to take opportunities to shout different people out. Definitely want to say thank you to all my subscribers, everybody who's been watching. When I started doing this little project, I had no idea what people were going to do with it, and to get the amount of views that I've had in a couple of days has been pretty remarkable. So there's a lot of people out there who just really want to see some sports, I think. And the fact that you're doing it here with Nagy on Sports, I'm grateful for that and humbled, and definitely committed to doing the rest of the season now. So we're in this thing together, so keep tuning in. I'll try to get a new video up every day or two. Just depends on how long they take. The majority of the time is the editing and the rendering and getting all those things in. So JoJo Natson had taken a knee. Browns come back out, 4:54 to go, and need to get some offense going. They had that one drive, and that was pretty much it. Baker under center. Back to pass. Fires it. Dropped by Jarvis Landry there. Jarvis dropped the football. That was a bit of a problem for a couple of receivers last week. There's big DeForest Buckner. He is a big man. Big, tall man. Again, part of that Super Bowl NFC winning Super Bowl defense for the 49ers that didn't quite get it done against the Chiefs, and then came over in the offseason. Out to the side, and it's dropped again. Jarvis Landry with his second drop in a row, and the Browns are really struggling out of the gate here offensively, which is not what they needed to do. If you've seen the last 2 weeks when they won, their offense obviously has put up some points and been in some good rhythms, and I don't think they've handed the ball off to Nick Chubb once yet. Baker back to pass again. Left side, and it's caught, but he's out of bounds. He was out of bounds. Odell Beckham coverage there. But Odell Beckham just got out, just didn't know where he was. He was out of bounds when he caught the football. And that's not going to be good enough as Rock Ya-Sin, that second-year cornerback from Temple that Mel Kiper loves to rave about, that pre-draft coverage, is there with the play. So Gilling punts it off again. Hines gets it, and he's taken down about the 35-yard line by a cadre of defenders, including Jermaine Grace and Terrence Mitchell. So back out on the field again are the Indianapolis Colts, and going to try to continue where they left off, which is a strong running game and just a couple of passes here and there for Rivers. But for the most part, it's been the strength of that running game. Hines and Mack combining for a nice 1-2 punch. Here's Hines up the middle again. He's going to get hit once and then knocked down by Delpit as he's up to 44 yards just on 6 carries. And now the Colts have gone over 100 yards as an offense. Jacob Phillips was the first one to slow him down, and then Delpit knocked him down the rest of the way. Ooh, total yards, 102-7. That's not going to do it, boys. Trips bunched out far to the left. They go in the middle again. This is Hines. He's got one broken tackle, and then it looked like Vernon was on him, but then he kind of pulled Vernon for the next 2 yards of that run, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. The Browns really need to stiffen up here. Maybe Joe Woods can dial up some pressure, something to force the Colts to punt the football would be great. They go Mack left side. He's right at the line, but he is going to fall forward for the first down as he's brought down by a group of defenders led by Mack Wilson. So more Mack on Mack attack. So first down for the Colts. They got to figure that to keep pounding here as the Browns cannot seem to stymie this running game at the front. Rivers back to pass. He's got time. Still no pressure. Finally whips it out to his safety valve on the far left side, which was T.Y. Hilton on this play. And he gets a 2-yard catch, but once again, Browns not getting a lot of pressure. They have very few sacks on the season. Your all-pro player Myles Garrett has not had anything more than one tackle for a couple of tackles for loss. He has one sack that he got late in that game last week on Dak Prescott. And now what is happening? Phillip Rivers on the option keeper, and he's going to get 4 yards, or 5 yards, I guess. And he's down. They've got a 3rd and 3. So I don't think anybody in the entire stadium thought that Phillip Rivers was going to keep that football, but he did. And it's a 3rd and 3. Rivers out of the shotgun again. Hines standing on his right hip. Hines stays in the block. Rivers goes far back to the left. It's caught, but immediately tackled by Phillips as he went over there to Jack Doyle, his tight end. He's actually going to get a loss of 3 on the play, loss of 2. Nice job there. Jacob Phillips already with his 5th tackle here in the first quarter as he zipped out there for a second time to knock down the receiver on a short route as he did on that screen pass a little bit earlier. So Rigoberto Sanchez into punt. He's going to try to get some air and kind of kill this one over in the corner, and he does. Looks like they're going to mark him out at the 18 there for Sanchez to get his punt away. So the Browns dodge a little bit of a bullet there and toughen up the run defense, and an odd play call with the Phillip Rivers option keeper. So Baker needs to get something going here. Got 3 tight ends in the ball game here. Big formation. Baker right side, and it's caught there. Finally, Jarvis Landry, after 2 drops to start the game, catches a nice play for about 12 yards. 13, we'll call it. First down, Browns. Clock under a minute here. Kenny Moore, the second. The cornerback over on that side. Also, Xavier Rhodes, who came over from the Vikings, is one of the starting corners, along with Rocky Sin when they go 3 DBs. Handoff, nope, play fake to Chubb. Plenty of time, Baker's going deep. He's going deep down the middle. He's got a man in double coverage. And it's Beckham, and he is lucky that that ball is not picked off. What a time to rip it deep. That was a huge throw, but Malik Hooker and Khari Davis, the 2 safeties, were down there. Or Khari Willis, not Davis. And they're lucky because Malik Hooker can intercept the football, as any Browns fan who watched a lot of Buckeyes knows. And finally, Nick Chubb, he's got it off to the right side, a little jump cut. Nice run for his first carry of the game, 7 yards to the right side. And I'm wondering why they waited so long to get him. He had 183 yards rushing last week against the Cowboys. Let's go. His first carry should not be on the last play of the first quarter. So it is the end of the first quarter, as aforementioned. 7-0 Colts lead the Browns here. Look at that beautiful sunny sky outside of First Energy Stadium here on a crisp October afternoon. There's Chubb again, right side. He's going to get tackled right away, unfortunately. Those linebackers came up and got him immediately there. And he's going to lose 3 yards, and that was a 3rd and 3. So interesting play call on 3rd and 3, and the Browns will have to punt again. So after a singular first down, they have to punt it again after that long incompletion to Beckham, and then 2 runs for Chubb that do not get the first down. Gillen's punt drops, hits at the 3, and does not have that good backspin, rolls into the end zone towards the dog pound. Jamie Gillen, though, he's had a very, very good year so far for the Browns, punting the football. Tay Davis there, look at the linebacker. There's Ryan Kelly, the center, Quentin Nelson, Braden Smith, Matt Glowinski, all those big offensive linemen for the Colts, feeling good about the way they've been able to run the ball. They give the ball to Hines on a delayed draw, tries to juke, but Mack Wilson was not fooled, and he slowed him down to get the tackle, and then Phillips came and cleaned it up afterwards. Nyheim Hines, a very talented running back, and he is doing a lot of the work right now, which seems very interesting to me, that they are either resting Mack or something's wrong with Mack, or they just have a matchup that they really like there. Nyheim Hines, 3rd-year player out of NC State. Right side, and it's caught by Paris Campbell in front of Denzel Ward. Buckeye on Buckeye crime there. Paris Campbell with his 2nd catch, and it's for a first down, Colts. Paris Campbell, 6 foot 205, of course, in his 2nd year out of Ohio State. Good looking player, and he has got speed to burn, kids. He has got speed to burn. Across the middle, it's caught and taken down immediately. Again, is that Campbell? It was Campbell again. In coverage there with the linebackers right in the middle of that zone, and it's going to be Jacob Phillips getting his 6th tackle of the game. So Rivers under center again. It is 2nd and 2. Colts driving once again. They go right side. This time it's Marlon Mack, and he's got the first down and a couple more yards as he bowls his way ahead. He's got 30 yards now. So I guess health-wise he's okay. They just like some matchups that they have with Hines going in there. Clock continuing to run. We'll be under 12 minutes to go in the first half when this snap is taken. Empty backfield, 5 out in the pattern. Rivers in the shotgun. Really would like to get some pressure on him here. There was a little blitz delay, but he gets the ball off to the right side to Michael Pittman, who catches it and then is taken out of bounds by Andrew Sendejo. 2nd and 3 upcoming for the Colts offense. Clock continuing to run. We're under 11:30 now. Rivers in the shotgun. He's got Hines on his left hip. Hines goes out in the pattern. He's got time. Goes firing to the left side, and it's caught again. That's Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman with his 3rd catch of this early match. 4th catch, sorry, of this early match. And he caught the ball way over on that left side. Grant Delpit was the defender in the area, playing a little bit of slot corner in that particular formation. So 4 receivers bunched far out to the right. It looks like Doyle is actually the front of that 3-person triangle. They're going to go quickly out to Pittman. Wide receiver screen to the right side, and it's covered up well, nicely there. Denzel Ward and company held him to just a yard. Again, getting the ball to Michael Pittman there. Rookie receiver out of USC. They think he's got a lot of talent to be on the other side with Paris Campbell and T.Y. Hilton. That could be a talented group, a trio of receivers. Single back is Marlon Mack. Right side, Doyle, he's got it, and he's up close to a first down as Rivers has been very efficient, 14 of 16 passing, only 77 yards, but he hasn't had to go downfield. They can dink and dunk their way down the field, and it's been successful it's been successful thus far because it's accompanying a solid running game. Play action. A little bit of a roll. Now he goes back to the outside. Great open field tackle by Mack Wilson. Mack on Mack again as Marlon Mack caught it and actually lost 2 yards there. A little bit of pressure, and that's all that it takes, guys. You just got to get a little bit of pressure. Rivers uncomfortable, delivers it early, and Marlon Mack goes backwards. So here is Rodrigo Blankenship, rookie kicker. He's in to try this field goal from 46, maybe 47 yards. We'll have to see. And it barely goes in. That looked like it was maybe going to hit the crossbar, but it goes in. So 10-0 is the Colts lead. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. And the Browns desperately need to get something going on offense. They have been abysmal so far through a quarter and a half. And yes, if you feel like you've heard me say that several times, I certainly have used the word abysmal to talk about their offense more in this first 6 weeks of the season, 5 weeks of the season, than certainly I had thought that I had wanted to do so. And he boots the ball away. Sanchez does, or excuse me, Blankenship does. JoJo Natson from his 4. Come on, JoJo. Tackled right away. That's not what I meant. Mo Alley Cox, nice tackle there. Fullback tight end. Playing some special teams. So the Browns will start from the 25. We're really looking for Natson to break out. He had that great kick return in the first game. He's been pretty quiet since then. So now Baker back under center. He's got Janovich in an I formation in front of Chubb. They need to get something going here. Give the ball to Chubb. There he is, right side. Nick Chubb, he's got the right side. He's down to the 45, 50, 45 on the other side. Great run by Nick Chubb. 30-yard run for Nick Chubb to the right side, and that's going to get the offense going. Nice play there. Great blocking. Conklin pushed that defensive end way out to the side, and Nick Chubb ran it down the right side before getting tackled at the 43-yard line. Great run there. Let's go Browns. Delayed handoff to Chubb. He's got a little bit of room up the middle, and he's going to get tagged there by Autry. Autry tagged him down, the defensive tackle who plays next to Buckner, and he's going to knock him down after a gain of 4 yards. Nick Chubb. Baker across the middle. It's caught by Beckham. He's got a first down. Nice little pitch and catch there as Beckham did that medium dig route. That's been one of the routes that they have run a lot this year. Clearly a staple of the Stefanski offense, trying to continue to get the ball in to Beckham and Landry's hands with room to run. That time it was just a little bit out in front of him. He had to extend a little bit further, and that gave time for Rock Ya-Sin to get there for the tackle. But again, first down, Browns. There's Chubb again to the right side. He's hit immediately in the hole there. Big tackle by the linebacker in the hole. That's Bobby Okereke, the linebacker who plays opposite of Darius Leonard. Of course, they're all-pro linebacker, who's a very, very good player. Hooper on the side of the right, 3 receivers out to the left. Quick hitter there to Landry. It's going to be counted as a run. He's got a few yards this time, so that's going to be counted as a rush for Jarvis Landry. And it's a nice play out to the left side, putting him in a 3rd and short, very 3rd and manageable situation. 6 minutes to go here in the game. Excuse me, not in the game, in the first half. Browns down 10-0. So goal line formation is 3rd and 2. There are tight ends everywhere. And Beckham far out. And Chubb goes left tackle outside. He's not going to get it. Malik Hooker comes up and makes a great tackle there. Another Buckeye in this game making a play. And he is going to tackle him. Looks like he actually lost a yard or two there on that left side as he went on that wide outside zone run. So Seibert's going to come in here to attempt a 42, 43-yarder. Kick is up. Kick is good for Seibert. So the Browns do get some points, a little bit more promise to this drive. A completion to Beckham, a nice run by Nick Chubb, and certainly a little bit more life for the Browns on that drive offensively. So we'll see if the defense can come get a quick stop and get this offense back onto the field. Back in a moment. And bang! Seibert kicks the ball down the field. 5:06 to play here. Taking a knee is Hines in the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10. Phillip Rivers and company back out onto the field. 10-3 lead. A couple different ways to play this here with about 5 minutes left. Continue to be aggressive, but I think in a perfect world you'd churn the clock down and score right at the end of the half if you can. Kind of run your 5-minute offense, which is just a little bit slower than that traditional 4-minute offense. Rivers out of the shotgun. He fakes it to Hines and then whips it out to the right to Pittman, who's tackled very quickly there by Andrew Sendejo. Nice play up at the line on Michael Pittman Jr. With already his 6th catch of the day, I believe. Yep, 6 catches. Now you can see only 30 yards, but he's been a reliable set of hands here on these quick hitters thus far for Phillip Rivers. Lots of tight ends left. Holy moly, that's a lot of tight ends in the game. 3 of them, it looks like, off to that left side. They're going to run to the other side by Mack. He breaks one tackle at Sendejo. Whoo! And before it got out of control, the rest of the Browns looked like Mack Wilson and Jacob Phillips were there, but Sendejo had him and then just missed the tackle. Watch Sendejo come up. He just didn't wrap up, and he ran right over before Phillips and Mack Wilson come over to save what could have been a much worse run. It is a first down. Rivers 3-step drop, zips it far out to the right. Again, it's a big juke out of his foul. 2 jukes there. Trey Burton for the tight end. Juking 2 defenders out of their pants there. Nice play by Trey Burton. Again, that tight end coming over in the offseason from the Bears. Whoop, B.J. Goodson. Whoop, Andrew Sendejo. So I channel my inner Chris Berman there. Sorry with the whoops. That came out of nowhere. I wasn't planning that. Rivers out of the shotgun, snap in his hands. He's going to hand off to Hines. Got a delayed run. Nice play by Phillips there to get him in the hole after a gain of 2. Great play there. Hines, again, a concerted effort to get him the football today. Passing and running on these inside runs, draws, delays, any of those kinds of runs. When they're in the shotgun, it's been Hines almost exclusively. Here he is again. 3 wide receivers to the right. Hilton is the middle of the receivers. He goes over to the left. It's almost picked off. Almost picked off there. Jacob Phillips. That would have been huge. He had a lot of green grass in front of him. You wonder if maybe he was thinking about which touchdown dance he wanted. Jacob Phillips, it was right in his hands. Great defense, though, but man, feels like that one might have been one that could have gotten away. Phillip Rivers out of the shotgun. He's hit as he throws, but it's the screen. They get it off to Hines. He's got past it. No! Mac Wilson's going to bring him down at the first down marker. It will be 4th and 2. So Phillip Rivers pays the price there, holding on to that football, waiting for the screen to develop. He does get it off to Hines, but Mac Wilson makes a great tackle, his 7th already of the first half, to keep that play from going any further. It looks like the Colts are going to come out and try another field goal here with Rodrigo Blankenship. But before they can get the ball off and lined up, it is the 2-minute warning here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. Partly cloudy day here for our 4:25 kick. So the sun's starting to set here. The shadow's getting a little bit longer. No, I think he's short and left. What a muffed little kick that was. Not even close for Blankenship, and the Browns get great field position at their own 39-yard line with 1:56 and all 3 of their timeouts to go. Heading into halftime, points are huge here, especially because they get the ball back after halftime. They could really put a nice little dent on the scoreboard here. Baker out of the backfield. He's got time. Throws it to Higgins, and he rolls across the first down there at the last second. Nice catch and a little bit of a roll afterwards. He was in the grasp of a defender, but he sort of made it so that he rolled across the first down here as he was in the grasp of Anthony Walker, the middle linebacker out of Northwestern. Browns go no huddle, saving their timeout so far. They're at midfield. Baker with time. Firing it right side. It's caught. Rashard Higgins again. He got past he got past Xavier Rhodes, and he catches it for a nice long play and a first down, Browns. Look at this nice pitch and catch behind Xavier Rhodes in front of Kari Willis, and they're down to the 23-yard line. No pressure, no rush here. They're being very methodical. Still got plenty of time and 3 timeouts. Fired right side again to Higgins, and he's got the hot hand on this drive. Now they call timeout. Great play, 3 catches in a row for Rashard Higgins, and the Browns are down inside the not Hines red zone. Especially today, the Nyheim Hines red zone. Nice catch there again over Xavier Rhodes. Actually, that looked like it was maybe 2 plays ago. They're down to the 10-yard line. 1 minute, 2 timeouts, plenty of time. No need to force it here, guys. Right side, he's got an open Hooper who's going to get down to about the 7. So just kind of dinking and dunking their way. He does get knocked out of bounds. Clock stops. Second catch of the half for Hooper. 7 yards to go. At this point, 7 points is got to be what you get here. But the worst thing you can do is turn it over. So get yourself at least a field goal at the worst. Baker out of the shotgun. Receivers roll out. Right side. Touchdown. It's Rashard Higgins again. What a drive for Rashard Higgins and Baker Mayfield. It was kind of a version of the Chiefs slam there. The Jokus. That was cool. I haven't seen that celebration yet from Madden. So a great route. He was wide. Look at that. Nobody in the shot. Rashard Higgins, and he's not going to drop that one. That's a touchdown for Hollywood. And that's a much-needed touchdown here at the end of the first half. 53 seconds left. Great little 5 plays, 61-yard drive. 4 of the 5 plays were Rashard Higgins. So nice drive for him. And he gets the touchdown. He gets rewarded with that. And they're all smiles over on that bench. That was the perfect little drive. I suppose you could have maybe wanted them to waste a little bit more time along the way, but I'm certainly not going to complain. I'm certainly not going to ask to have the 7 points off the board. So the Browns tie it up 10-10, 53 seconds to go. Gosh, I can't look at Jedrick Will's thighs. That's incredible. Look how big his thighs are. He's a strong, strong boy. Seibert kicks it away down the field. 53 seconds remaining. Hines going to take a knee in the end zone. And the Colts have 53 seconds in all 3 of their timeouts, so let's see how aggressive they choose to be. Phillip Rivers back out there with his receivers. There's T.Y. Hilton. There's Paris Campbell. In the shotgun, looks like they're going to be aggressive. Rivers throwing right side, and it's caught on a little long square in on the right side. Looks like it's Pittman again. He was in front of Denzel Ward, and the Colts call timeout as they're up to the 39 and a first down. It is Michael Pittman again. 14-yard catch there in front of Denzel Ward. Cut that route right there, and it was tackled pretty quickly. Decent coverage, but a good pitch and catch. Anytime you can throw it before the receiver makes his break, it's just so tough to defend. Rivers under center. He's got Mack behind him in a single back. 3-step drop over the middle. Caught by Hilton. He's going to get a first down. He's going to be ripped down. It looked like there could have been a face mask there, but no penalty flag thrown, luckily. Second catch for Hilton, and it's a first down, and the Colts are driving. They're already down to the Browns' 46-yard line with 43 seconds to go, and the Colts still have 1 timeout. So maybe a little bit too much prevent kind of defense here for the Browns. Rivers out of the shotgun. Blitz makes him force it a little bit early. He's going to have to throw it out of bounds. Nice job. Good delayed blitz there. Couldn't see who it was right away. It looked like it was either a linebacker or a safety who came in on that blitz. And a great play. Flushed Rivers up in the pocket prematurely, and he just flung that ball deep, and it went out of bounds. 2nd and 10. So great job there by Joe Woods. He hasn't blitzed a lot this year, but when he does, it's been effective. Maybe you should do it a little bit more. Straight 4-man rush this time. Plenty of time for Rivers to survey the defense and find a wide open Jack Doyle in the front of that soft zone. And Jack Doyle is going to go out of bounds as well. So not only is it a long catch for a first down, but he gets out to stop the clock. Nobody's over there in that picture. Looked like Phillips had committed to Hines a little bit in front of him, and Doyle got behind him there. Greedy Williams couldn't get over in time. So they're into field goal range for sure. This is not exactly how you wanted to play this. Got to try to hold him now. Keep him out of the end zone. Across the middle, there's Doyle again, and he's tackled right away by Sendejo and Phillips. Jack Doyle tackled right away there. Clock continuing to run. They're not using their last timeout. Nope, now they use it. Now they use it with 16 seconds left. So this is it, 18-yard line. Maybe time for a play or two, depending on what they want to do, or maybe they trot the field goal unit out right now. We'll see. 16 seconds to play. We get the blurry shot of the cameraman. What's Frank Reich going to do? They're going to go right for the field goal here. 16 seconds left. They're going to bring Blankenship out. He's going to be kicking from about the 25 or 35-yard field goal is up, and it is good. 13 seconds remaining as the Colts take a 13-10 lead. So it could have been worse for the Browns, but it could have obviously been better. A couple of nice plays there for the Colts on offense. Phillip Rivers looks very comfortable in that offense, and I think Colts fans are probably pretty happy that he's there. I, for one, thought Brissett was actually a pretty good player, but they decided to go with the veteran. They also drafted Jacob Eason, I believe, quarterback that started at Georgia and then transferred to Washington because he didn't want to be stuck on the depth chart, behind Mr. Fromm. Yep, Jacob Eason is their third quarterback, the rookie out of Washington. So, but Rivers is there, and hopefully he can groom Eason over time, because obviously Rivers is not a young man in terms of football age. JoJo Natson gets tackled at the 31. 10 seconds and 2 timeouts. Stefanski may just hand the ball off here and get to halftime, or he may do something more. We'll find out here. Baker comes back out onto the field. Again, 10 seconds, and they have 2 timeouts left. We'll see what they're going to do. They got a bunch formation. Baker's out of the shotgun, so it looks like they might be trying to get out in the field goal range if they can. Big fire over the middle to Beckham. He gets about 3. They call timeout. Sorry, he gets 4. 5 seconds, and they got 4 yards, and he's going to call timeout. Travis Carey, TJ Carey, however you want to call him, had been with the Browns for a few years. He makes the tackle. He is the 4th defensive back for this Colts team. So 2nd and 6 now, 5 yards. Baker out of the shotgun again. Maybe just going to heave a Hail Mary here. When you heave a hail, you get a heel. He's going to throw it deep down the left side into a mass of humanity, and the ball is knocked away, and it's halftime. All right, we're going to head back to the second half. Sorry, I had to make a little change in the middle of it, so that's why we are currently paused. And the kickoff happened, and Natson ran it out to the 29. Sorry about that. Small little technical glitch. I swear we didn't lose any other football plays. So 13-10, second half starting now. Browns got a little bit of rhythm together in that first half. Led mostly by Rashard Higgins on that touchdown drive where he had 4 catches before catching the touchdown. Lots of tight ends in the game. Mayfield under center, fullback as well. Chubb smacked right away in the hole to Forrest Buckner. There he is right now. We've talked about him several times already in this broadcast. 6'7", 295 from Oregon. And he is a mountain of a man there in the middle of that Colts defensive line. And they had a lot of heavy personnel in, but he didn't need to get blocked by any of them, and he took Chubb straight to the ground. Baker back, 7-step drop, still time. Going to the right, he's got lots of time. Rolling to the right, now he's going to take off. He's to the 30 to 35, he slides down, short of the first down. It'll be a 3rd and 1. Baker had all kinds of time, smartly eluding the pocket and getting himself down, making it a very, very manageable 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, interesting formation. Hunt on the left hip of Mayfield. Hunt's going to stay in the block. He fires it, and it's over the head of Rashard Higgins. Mayfield wants that one back. Not a great pass. Look at him looking at the ground, feeling sorry for himself there as he just air-mailed that one over an open Rashard Higgins' head on that slant from right to left. So they unfortunately will need to punt here. First drive of the half stalls as Gillen left foots it all the way down and into the end zone for a touchback. So a wasted opportunity there for the Browns to take advantage of their first possession of the second half, and they were unable to do so. So Phillip Rivers comes back out onto the field. He has a 3-point lead. 13:28 to play here in the third quarter. Rivers in the shotgun. He's got Hines on his right hip. They have done a lot of these inside runs to Hines. This time he's looking left, and knocked away by Greedy Williams, who is covering Michael Pittman Jr. Nice defensive play there by Greedy Williams. Pittman's had a very good game. Lots of catches so far in this one for the Colts. Again, that rookie out of USC. Rivers is going to go shotgun again. He's back to pass again. He throws it over the middle to Doyle, and he is hit right away by Jacob Phillips. Ouch. 3 yards, and then he got pounded, Jack Doyle. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Nice tackle there, already his 9th of the game for Jacob Phillips, rookie out of LSU. 3rd and 7, clock running down now. 7 seconds, he gets the play off. Rivers rolls right, Rivers rolls, he's going to be sacked. Myles Garrett got him on the right side. Nice play there. Your defensive leader stepping up at a great time. Good sack, Myles Garrett. And he gets right around Braden Smith there, as you can see, and just bull rushes past him. And then gets Rivers on the ground. Nice play for a 6-yard loss. And that's going to bring in Sanchez to punt the ball away. Great stop there and a 3-and-out for the Browns defense. Here's Natson, makes one man. No, he doesn't. Rock Ya-Sin takes him down right away as soon as he catches the ball. And Natson has not been effective since that first game of the year, which feels like a long way away, which is good because they were very, very bad against the Ravens that day, if you recall. So now the Browns offense back on the field. Three wide receivers and Hooper on the line on the right. Hunt in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Hunt. His first carry in a couple of weeks. He gets stuffed at the line, and he's going to go nowhere. Gain of 0 yards. Kareem Hunt. We hadn't gotten words from the coaching staff whether or not that was a punishment or he was tweaked. He just hadn't had many carries or snaps in the last couple of weeks. And so getting an opportunity here, and he goes for 0 yards, and that's not going to get him more playing time, I would guess, at this point. Quick little fire off to the left to Beckham, and Xavier Rhodes is right there. So again, they've run this play several times over the last couple weeks. Again, kind of a check with me RPO thing, and he zips it quickly out to the receivers, and that time Beckham didn't have a chance to get away from Rhodes. 3rd and 10 already. Browns need a first down here. He's got good time. He goes over the middle to Jarvis Landry. Falls forward for the first down. Jarvis Landry. Great play there on that inside slant from the slot on the right side. And he fired it in between the window there of Moore and Walker. And then Walker tackles him, but the momentum of Landry is able to help him fall across for the first down. Nice play. Mayfield with plenty of time. Now he's going to go left to Hunt, and he catches the ball for a 2-yard gain before he steps out of bounds. I think that was the check down. Should have gotten it there a little bit earlier because Hunt's momentum took him out of bounds before he could head up that sideline. He had some room. Look at that unbalanced. You need to be handing the ball off more, in my opinion. They go Hunt in the middle. He's got the right side. He's got the first down. Nice run there. Ben Banniger ends up taking him down from his defensive end spot eventually. Nice run there, Kareem Hunt. Good to see him back in the lineup. Got just a little bit something different when he carries the football than Nick Chubb does. But they still need to be feeding both of them more, again, in my opinion. But they're into Colts territory now. A 1st and 10. They go to Chubb right up the middle, pounding his way into that middle linebacker. And Sky Moore is finally the one to drag him down, as they're in that 4-4 defensive alignment there with 4 linebackers, and they bring Sky Moore in, that linebacker out of South Carolina. (13-10). Baker under center, 8:35 and counting on the clock. They are on the 38 of the Colts. Baker puts Jarvis in motion. They're going to give it to Landry, and he cuts inside. Where's he going? He got caught up in his tracks, and he sort of slowed down for a minute. Looked like he might have gotten tripped up a little bit of the line by the time he had gotten his balance back. Defenders had come to him. Otherwise, I think he would have easily had the first down. We've seen that jet sweep to Landry a couple of times this year. Beckham has run it as well, and sometimes it works, and that time not so great. Janovich checks in along with 2 tight ends. Big hog mollies in front. They go play action to Chubb. Now they're going to throw it out to Chubb. He's got the first down. He's got one more. And then he is tackled down as he juked out when he should have juked in. And Kari Willis, the safety, is able to tackle him there in open space. Nice play call as he had lots of room. And again, instead of going out, he should have gone in. Mayfield out of the shotgun. Browns driving there in field goal range now, but we need more than that. They go inside to Hunt again, and he's hitting the hole right away by Anthony Walker Jr., middle linebacker from Northwestern. Good to see Hunt getting some carries here. Mixing it up, keeping Chubb fresh. Again, as he had over 30 carries last week in Dallas in that big win. Baker out of the shotgun. He's got time. He fires it left side to Beckham. Has to come back for the football, and therefore is not going to get the first down. Beckham really released. Jarius Leonard was out there with him. That superb linebacker stayed with him, and Beckham made the catch, but in doing so came back and actually lost a couple of yards. So it's going to be a little bit longer. I don't think he would have had the first down, but I think it would have been maybe 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 3 from the 25. Browns need a first down. Let's get 7 here, boys. Come on. Mayfield back to pass. He's got time. Right side. It's caught by Beckham down to the 7-yard line. Great play there on the right side. Beckham playing mostly on the left in this offense. He comes over to the right. A little mismatch difference, and he catches it right in front of Xavier Rhodes there. Down to the 7-yard line, Odell Beckham. And look, you can see there as Kenny Moore was forced to go with Jarvis on the smash route in the front there. Back to pass. It gets hit as he throws. It's caught with one hand by Jarvis Landry, who's actually going to lose 3 yards. Nice catch as he came back to help his quarterback, who was getting smashed as he threw the ball. But he made a really nice one-handed catch. Unfortunately, he lost a couple of yards. So now this 2nd and goal gets a little bit longer. They're 10 yards out now. 3 tight ends in the game. Beckham far out to the left. Chubb in the backfield. Back to pass is Baker. He's got time. He goes slowly over the middle. Beckham, and he's down to the 1. Did he get in? No! 3rd and goal from the 1-inch line. I thought it was going to go in. He got tackled and spun around, and he fought his way down to the 1 as Malik Hooker kept him out of the end zone. This is a huge 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. All kinds of big bodies. Actually, they're bunched out with a tight formation to the left, trying to spread out the Colts a little bit, perhaps. Baker's going to pass. He's going to pass. He goes left side, touchdown. Beckham, he's wide open. And the Browns score a touchdown to take the lead back over. Great play there. Good protection from the Browns offensive line. And look at Beckham just standing wide open in the middle of the end zone as the Colts were very confused, and that coverage broke down for them big time. And Baker Mayfield slings his 2nd touchdown pass of the game. Seibert on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. 14 plays, 65 yards, 7 minutes and 56 seconds. What a time-consuming drive. That's a Kevin Stefanski drive right there. Good mix of run and pass, smart plays, and a little bit of rack yardage as well. Good reads for Baker. Checked it down when he needed to check it down. Didn't force it when he was supposed to force it. And it leads to 7 points. And so the Browns are going to take the lead here, 17-13. We'll be back in a moment. Seibert boots the ball. Hines just going to take a knee in the end zone about 5 yards deep. So Phillip Rivers comes back out. 4:08 left in this 3rd quarter. Browns up 4. And Rivers is going to come out. They had a lot of success early in the game running the ball with Hines and Mack, and have kind of gone away from it. They've gone a lot more of these short little crossing routes, short little checkdowns to Jack Doyle and Pittman and things like that. So I'm fine with that, actually. Let's keep it that way because they've been unsuccessful for a quarter and a half. There's back to the running game, and Marlon Mack goes right up the middle for 7 yards. Right on cue, they give the ball to Marlon Mack, and he knifes his way down to the 32-yard line. There Marlon Mack does. Again, really think they found something in Marlon Mack, a great running back that they have had now for a couple of years. 6 feet, 210 pounds from South Florida here in his 4th season. They give the ball to Mack again, and he's going to be taken down, but not after he gets the 1st down there. Marlon Mack running hard over right guard. Grant Delpit is the one to tackle him, along with some help there. As you can see, running behind that right guard, Matt Glowinski. Jack Doyle was on that side. Mack Wilson and Delpit take him down. We're under 3 minutes now here. Rivers under center. He's going to hand it again to Mack in the middle. He's going to be met instantly there by Mack Wilson and Grant Delpit. Nice tackle there in the middle of the hole. He's going to get 2 yards, and that's it. Again, another Mack on Mack attack, as Mack Wilson took down Marlon Mack there in the hole. So good play there by the defense. 2nd and 8 now. Rivers is going to pull back into a shotgun, and that means Hines is with him instead of Mack. Nope, it is Mack on this formation. My bad. They go this time, and it's going to be caught on the left side. Mo Alley Cox, I think. That's the 3rd tight end and or their fullback there. It is Mo Alley Cox. 1 catch now, 21 yards. Look at him get to the outside. Mack Wilson just did not stay with him, and he got past him before Mack could make the tackle. 21-yard gain there on 2nd and 8, so it's now 1st and 10 from the 41. Rivers in the shotgun again. He's back to pass. He's got all kinds of time across the middle. There's Pittman. He breaks a tackle. Pittman 5-10. Touchdown. Colts. Oh, no. I apologize for counting down backwards. I went 5 and 10. I hope you know I meant 10 and 5. There's Michael Pittman, the rookie, with that touchdown. As you can see, broken tackle from Ward, broken tackle from Mack Wilson. And then it looked like Phillips ran into maybe the safety on that side. That was just kind of a cacophony of errors. A symphony of misfortune, if you will. And just like that, the Colts answer back with a 5-play, 75-yard drive of their own. Right play with 2 long pass plays, one to Mo Alley Cox, and then that touchdown catch, and run from Michael Pittman Jr., University of Southern California rookie. Boots the ball away. Blankenship. Natson's going to take it from the 2-yard line. Come on, JoJo. Come on, JoJo. Tackled pretty quickly there by the cornerback, number 32. So the Browns come back out on the offense, had a good drive. Didn't get much of a breather as the Colts drove it right back down in 2.5 minutes. Their 5-play drive after the Browns had that 14-yard drive. You can see their total yards still favors the Colts by quite a lot. Delayed handoff to Chubb. He's tackled right away in the hole. Danico Autry was there to meet him first. And Sky Moore came in to kind of clean up afterwards. So got to get a body on these defensive linemen. And I realize DeForest Buckner requires a lot of attention, but you really got to keep your eyes on him and get bodies on these defensive linemen. Baker back to pass again. He's going to fire it over the middle. It's caught by Beckham. Nice job for the first down. He's going to get about 14 yards there, up to the 43-yard line. Odell Beckham Jr. with his 8th catch of the game. Look at that ball just rifled in there in front of Hooker, the safety. Great play, great read by Baker Mayfield. And the clock continues to tick down. This is going to be the last play here of the second quarter. 1st and 10. Mayfield out of the shotgun. He's going to give it to Hunt. Hunt goes right, but then goes back to the left. Makes one miss. Kareem Hunt is to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kareem Hunt. And just like that, the Browns take the lead back. You ride that pony, Kareem. Holy moly, what a quick strike that was. As it looked like he was going to start right, cut back in the hole, 2 broken tackles, and then a house call. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the season. Great play there. Whatever he did to keep himself out of the lineup the last couple of weeks, it's nice to have him back, providing a little spark there. Awesome blocking there on the front. And a great play by Kareem Hunt. Nice job there. The Browns take that 24-20 lead. Seibert kicks the ball away. This time Hines is going to take it out. He's going to try to get his legs turning again, and he's whacked down right there. That was Grant Delpit on the special teams coverage right at the 27. So I didn't realize Hunt was going to score so fast and stop the clock. I told you that was going to be the last play of the third quarter. That's actually not. This will be the last play of the third quarter with the Browns back on top 24-20. Phillip Rivers out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to fake it and then quickly throws it off to the left to Paris Campbell, and he's going to be tackled right at the 35-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. As you can see there, nice balance from quarter to quarter from the Colts, but the Browns have gotten hot here after a slow start in the first quarter and scoring points in double-digit fashion, second and third. Let's keep it up, boys. Now they're doing the option again. Phillip Rivers, look at him go! Tackle him! Look at that guy running and bumbling. Phillip Rivers with 24 yards rushing. I can't believe this. Look at this read option. Who in their right mind would think that he would keep the ball and nobody's around him? Finally taken down. Gosh. Who knew Phillip Rivers, man, running the option out there like a young Tom Brady or something. Sheesh. There's a strike across the middle to Hilton, and he just barely gets knocked down by Delpit. So both offenses are picking up the pace here and starting to pick up yards in big chunks, which certainly makes it exciting to watch, unless you're rooting for one team to win, which of course I am. Bunch formation is off to the left. Phillip Rivers back in the shotgun. Spinning to his left, firing it over. Let's go! Dropped the interception, Greedy Williams. What are you doing? Greedy Williams had the ball in his hands. And he dropped a surefire interception. Oh, gosh, that hurts. That hurts. We'll have to see how important that looms later if this game is close or closer than it should be, because Greedy dropped a golden opportunity to give his hot offense the ball back. Good tackle in the hole, Mac Wilson. And then Myles Garrett cleans it up. Hines has 60 yards rushing now on 10 carries. So again, if you're just joining us or if you've forgotten after a couple of you had requested in the comments in the videos or emailing me that you were wanting me to not know the outcome of the game. So I'm actually watching it sim live and I'm plugged in. I'm doing a voice memo on my phone that I'll translate in and add to the video later. That looks like a face mask coming back, and it is Phillips. They're going to get the ball down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Colts. So I'm watching it for the first time. I have no idea what's going to happen. Scout's honor. And I am just reacting as I see it. So again, I might be a little bit slower on players' names or say something wrong, because I'm trying to do it all from memory here. But yeah, so I have no idea what's going to happen, guys. Hold on to your seats here for the last 12:50. They go handoff to Hines. He's in down to the 1. He's going to get smacked down by Sheldrick Redwine, who's in the backfield now, the defensive backfield, as Delpit shifted over to that nickel spot, and Redwine came in on that 3 safety look. As Carl Joseph was in there as well as Redwine. So that tells you that all 3 safeties were in. Shotgun, 4 wide from the 1-yard line. How about this for 2020 NFL football? They're going to go to the draw, and he's in after breaking 2 tackles. Hines is in for the touchdown. 1-yard run, and the Colts take the lead back. Back and forth they go. 1 missed tackle from Wilson, 2nd missed, well, just kind of missed angle from Vernon, and in easily for the touchdown there. And it's now going to be 27. Maybe I can jinx him. Miss it. 27 with a 7-play, 64-yard. Again, did it in under 3 minutes as the Colts are striking quickly. So the Browns get the ball back. 12:08 to go. But man, has this been a back and forth second half. We've had score after score after score. Again, I'm not sure how many people are listening to the whole thing, and if you are, I definitely appreciate that. Normally I would take a little break here, but do want to just mention quickly, a lot of you guys who follow the Browns on Twitter, specifically the Orange and Brown Report, Lane, one of their insiders and one of their top guys in the Rumor Central department. He's been fairly public about his wife's battle with cancer on his Twitter account, and we did find out today that she lost that battle of 2.5 years to her cancer today. So we certainly pray for Lane and his family, and just for peace for that situation. And we know she fought real hard for that. So we're thinking about you, Lane, and God bless you and your family right now. So Natson took a knee in the end zone. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring the moment down. It just came back to my mind. I saw that a little bit earlier today on Twitter. So thoughts and prayers to Lane and his family. Baker out of the shotgun. 12:08. They're down 3. Need another nice drive here. He's got time. He's going to fire it deep across the middle. Caught by Landry. What a catch. What a throw and what a catch down to the 33-yard line. I thought for sure that ball was going to get knocked out. Look at him chuck that thing from about the 17 all the way down to the 35, right between 2 defenders. Jarvis Landry, great catch there. Baker Mayfield slinging the rock around the yard now. Out of the shotgun again. He's got time. He's rolling right now. He just fires it to Chubb across the middle. Chubb makes one man miss the tackle, Wagner, but then Malik Hooker comes in and puts him to the ground. Baker now over 200 yards passing with that completion to Kareem Hunt. Anthony Walker Jr. again came in to make the initial hit, but he got out of that, and then Hooker took him to the ground. Right side, and it's caught on there again, and that's Donovan Peoples-Jones. Rookie pick, 6th-rounder. A lot of people think he's a steal because of the system that he played in college. He's got all kinds of physical skills. Michigan just sucked on offense most of the time, and a lot of people think that quarterback play is what limited him from really being special at the collegiate level. Rolling, Baker, he's got time again over the middle. Hooper dives, touchdown, Browns! This is crazy, just touchdown after touchdown after touchdown as Baker slings his third of the game. This one to Austin Hooper, and Hooper gets in the end zone for the first time. Look at that dive for the big man. Get in the end zone, Hoop. What a play there, and the Browns go right back on top, just back and forth, score, score, score. That's 3 lead changes in the last, 10 minutes of football. This is getting crazy. That one was a 2-minute drive, 75 yards. So this is getting crazy with these offenses just slinging it back and forth. Now, it's going to be whoever has the ball last or whoever can get that much-needed stop here. And we hope that it's the Browns coming up after the kick. So nice play again there. Excellent job. Seibert boots it away from the 6. Hines, he's got some room, and he gets up to the 42-yard line before Njoku's the one who takes him down, and now he's holding his elbow. He is holding his elbow, and he looks a little shaken up. And if he's out, that second running back, we may see, well, now he's getting up and running towards the dog pound. Not going to get a lot of love down there, buddy. Your locker room is the other direction too, but man, he is headed straight to the dog pound. All right, so fresh off that score, Phillip Rivers and the hot Colts offense back on the field. Little blitz from the outside. Offensive line picks it up. It's caught, and it's going to be in. They're going to say he got his feet in. Yes? No? Paris Campbell down the far left side. They sure flipped the field like he got both feet in. Let's check here quickly on the replay. 1-2, he did. Joseph's the one who knocked him out. Great catch. Good job to keep his feet in. Paris Campbell, Ohio State University's finest. Rivers in the shotgun again. Far out left side is T.Y. Hilton. Then he steps right. I think maybe it's just going to be incomplete. He either caught it and stepped out at the line of scrimmage, or he caught it out of bounds. It was too hard to tell. The bottom line is it's 2nd and 10 now at this juncture. Rivers in the shotgun again from the 37. Clock has stopped at 9:35. He's back to pass. He's rolling. Now he's going back over to the left. He's going back over the left, and it's caught there. T.Y. Hilton again on the left side of the field for a first down. His 4th catch of the evening here as the sun has started to go down here in Cleveland, Ohio. The Colts driving again. Great catch there by Hilton to get both feet in again as he went to that left sideline, on the Browns sideline. Rivers again, shotgun. He's got time again, no pass rush from the Browns. He dumps it off to Jack Doyle on the left side. Now Rivers 30 of 37. He has completed 30 passes in this game, but as you can see, he's still not over 200 yards or 300 yards yet. So you can tell that all of these things have been little checkdowns for the most part for his offensive game plan. And again, Browns just need some pressure. I think if they just speed him up, he's going to make mistakes. No pressure there across the middle to Doyle. He's taken down by Phillips. 31 of 38 now, and he just gets over the 300-yard mark for Phillip Rivers. That's already the 8th catch for Doyle. So these catches are really starting to add up for these Colts receivers and tight ends. Bunch formation tight on either side. Little 2-man groupings. Rivers back to pass. He's got time. He goes across the middle. It's knocked down. Grant Delpit and Jacob Phillips had Jack Doyle bracketed on either side. And a great time for a stop as it's 4th and 3. And we'll see here if the Colts choose to kick the field goal to get it to within 1 or if they're going to go. They're going to go. 4th and 3. Huge play here. Huge gamble by Frank Reich. Rather than get it down to a 1-point game, he's going. Little pressure on the blitz. It's caught, first down. Trey Burton. He's going to step out at the 7. So nice gamble there by Frank Reich. It worked for him. They had some pressure from the back end, blitzing a linebacker and a safety. And then quickly, Myles Garrett, the one who dumped out in coverage. And unfortunately, Trey Burton was able to get around him. 1st and goal from the 7. So now the Browns need to really tighten up here and hold him to 3. Philip Rivers back to pass. Ogunjobi, he's got it. He's going to rip him down at the 15. Larry Ogunjobi. Big sack for Larry O. That's his 4th of the year. He leads the team in that category. Look at him split that double team of All-Pro Quentin Nelson and Ryan Kelly, the center, and he just beats both of them eventually and takes Rivers to the ground. Back to pass, he's going to be hit again. It's a little screen to the right. Nice tackle there as Garrett actually came out of the rush pattern again. He read it quickly and went with Doyle, and he slows him down enough to keep him from getting his momentum going towards the end zone now. 3rd and goal. We're on the 6-yard line. The clock is ticking down. We're going to be under 6:30 when this ball is snapped, folks. Starting to get real tight here in what's become a slugfest of scoring in the afternoon. Or in the second half. Across the middle, he's wide open. Doyle, he's going to fall into the end zone. Touchdown! Andrew Sendejo was the one who was trying to stay with him. And Jack Doyle gets a touchdown today. He's had a lot of catches in this one. Is going to have some points attached to it. We are at 6:22 now as the Colts go back in front. So score, 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 score. Back and forth, back and forth. What a game we've had so far. And the Browns are going to get the ball back with 6:22 to see if it can be their turn. So again, we talked about it earlier. It could be the last team to have the ball, or if someone can get a stop. And so far, neither defense has gotten a stop. I think that's 5 touchdown drives in a row. My statistician is currently asleep at the wheel here. My 6-year-old golden doodle. She's asleep at the wheel and not able to tell me if there's been 5 or 6 touchdowns in a row. But this is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And here's Sanchez banging the ball down the field. JoJo Natson deep in his end zone. He's going to take a knee. So the Browns come out 6:22. An opportunity here to go back down and score again, as they have had 3 touchdown drives in a row, and I think the Colts have had 3 as well. So again, my statistician rumbling in her nap is agreeing with me that she thinks it's 6 touchdowns consecutively, back to back to back to back to back to back. Baker out of the shotgun. He's going to throw it far right. He's got an open receiver. That's Higgins. Great play down to the midfield stripe as he's down there. Rashard Hollywood Higgins. Nice play for a first down. Ripped it down that right side as he was wide open past Xavier Rhodes. I'm not sure what Rhodes thought. He had help behind him, but Willis was certainly not there. And that's another catch by Higgins and another great play and another great pass from Baker Mayfield, who is lightning hot here in this second half. Right side, it's Hooper. He's down to the 25. Nice play, Austin Hooper. He is down there. Great catch. First down, Hoop. You signaled that call, boy. Nice job. Great catch there. 4 catches, 57 yards for Hooper. And that one was a big one. Now they're already down to the 25-yard line, as this is just crazy how hot these offenses are. Empty backfield for Baker. He's got time. He zips it. It's almost picked off. Anthony Walker Jr. Just when I had said he wasn't forcing the ball much anymore, he forced that one in there, and Walker almost made him pay. Here's Anthony Walker Jr., Northwestern University product, Wildcat. Evanston, Illinois, beautiful city. Mayfield back out of the shotgun again. Right side, and this one's ripped out of Peoples-Jones's hand. Rock Ya-Sin was all over. Look at Peoples-Jones. He wants a flag. None will come. Sorry, Rook, you're not going to get that call. But it looked like just really good timed coverage there by Rock Ya-Sin, as he was right on top of him and then just whipped that ball out with that big right paw. So 3rd and 10, Baker alone all in the backfield. He's back to pass. He goes right side, right to the sticks. It's Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down and more. Nice play, Kareem Hunt. He's been a nice addition here to the offensive game plan. Again, not sure where he's been the last few weeks, but great play there, as he is certainly better out of the passing game than Nick Chubb has been. So we're not sure if there was an injury or some disciplinary stuff. Again, we never got to the bottom of that because we don't have injury reports here. But now he's back, and we're glad because he's having a great game. There's the angle, he's open, touchdown, wide open the middle of the field, Kareem Hunt! There it is, his second touchdown of the game. Kareem Hunt on that angle route. Saw it coming the whole way, and he was wide open. Nobody even in the screen with him there. Pitch and catch for the 7th touchdown in a row for these teams as they go back and forth. And now I guess my question is, did they score too soon? They haven't been able to stop the Colts at all. And that kick is up and good. That was another 2-minute drive of 76 yards. What a play for Kareem Hunt. What a throw for Baker Mayfield. He is on fire right now, slinging the rock all over the yard. Here's the kick from Seibert. And there's, can't tell who that is there. Number 85 is the one with the kick coverage as Hines is still out of the game. I'm going to pause it real quick, folks, as soon as it will allow me to. My dogs need to go outside, and my wife is on the phone helping her mother with something. So I'm going to have to pause the game here as soon as it lets me pause the game. Come on, baby. Let me pause. If you haven't figured out during simulations, it's actually really hard to get the game to pause. There we go. Finally got it to pause. I'll be back in a second. Sorry, everybody. All right. Sorry about that. Couldn't get that one to pause, and we are back in live action here as the Colts begin their drive. 2nd and 5, Marlon Mack took that carry. So the clock ticking, we're under 4 minutes now. 4 minutes in this game. Phillip Rivers is in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's going to go right side. It's caught again for a short gain for Pittman, but I think his forward progress is going to give him the first down. It's not. No, they're going to say that he did not get that forward progress, and they're going to make it a 3rd and 2. I think that's kind of a bad spot by the refs, but I'm not going to complain because it went for my team. Browns could get a really nice stop here. It would be great. That bunch formation to the left side with 3 receivers. Rivers back to pass on that 5-step drop far left. It's incomplete. He looked for Hilton, and it was over his head, and the Browns are going to get a stop here. 4th and 2. Nice play there. I cannot see Frank Reich going for it. 2:50. They've got all 3 of their timeouts with a 2-minute warning from his own 34, but we'll see. That would be awfully gutsy. Nope, they're going to go ahead and punt. Rigoberto Sanchez is in to punt the ball away. And the Browns are going to get the ball with 2 minutes and change to go. That ball goes into the end zone. Bad punt by Sanchez, so it's going to come out to the 20-yard line. And the Browns have 2 minutes and 44 seconds with a 4-point lead. Again, they have been lightning hot here on these last 4 touchdown drives that they've had. Man, it's such a rock and a hard place here by coach to make this decision whether you continue to stay aggressive or you just try to salt this one away on the ground. They're going to go Hunt. He breaks 1 tackle, spins away. He is on fire right now. Great play by Kareem Hunt off the left side. And he's going to get 6 yards, but man, he earned those 6 yards with broken tackles and spin moves. 2nd and 4, just let this thing go to the 2-minute warning, boys. No need even to run another play. Let's see if they snap once more before the 2-minute warning. They will not. They will just let it go down. So Baker Mayfield has been really good in the second half, slinging the rock all over the yard. The running game has been more or less abandoned, but they haven't needed it. So it's hard for me to argue with the play calling right now because they've been very successful. It looks now like they've got 3 tight ends in and a fullback, and that they are going to try to, nope, they're going to go play action to Chubb. He's got lots of time. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? He's going to go down. He's going to get sacked there. Not a great play by Baker. I guess he did at least hold the ball smartly, making the Colts use one of their timeouts. I'm not sure why they didn't just hand the ball off there, but it's the first sack of the game there on that side by that linebacker, I believe, number 58, with the sack there, and that is Bobby Okereke. Now they go to Chubb right side. He's tackled right away, maybe even losing a yard. And so they opted to not, well, maybe they were going to be aggressive with the play action on the goal line formation. It just didn't work for them. And so now they proceeded to go exactly 0 yards and only wasted about a minute of time off the clock. Now, the Colts did burn 2 of their timeouts, so we'll see if that's enough to have burned enough time. Gillen needs to have a nice punt here. Looks like the Colts might be coming after it. They are, but Gillen gets it off nicely. All the way down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 28-yard line there. Zach Pascal with the fair catch as he is in. Again, Hines went out with that looked like elbow injury and then proceeded to sprint down to the dog pound, where I'm sure he taunted and then probably made his injury worse by things being thrown at him, because that would be a dumb place to go flaunt in front of. Rivers out of the shotgun. He's got 1 minute and 44 seconds. They see that screen. Richardson almost broke it up, and they're going to go out to Marlon Mack, and he is going to step out of bounds after a 7-yard gain, but the clock stops at 1:39. Again, as Hines is no longer in the game, so you've lost your receiving running back, and it's all going to be Marlon Mack and maybe a little bit of rookie Jonathan Taylor, depending on what formation they need. Now the bunch formation is to the right. Rivers out of the shotgun. He has been throwing all day today. Another almost picked off by Ogunjobi as he read again. They tried to run that screen. Too predictable, the 2 plays in a row. I'm not sure why these offensive coordinators do that, but we've had a couple instances of it here so far, and it's often very unsuccessful the second time, if even the first time. So now big 3rd and 3. Rivers out of the shotgun. Again, Hines left the game with an injury. Mack in, he's going to block. They're going to set up the screen again, and this time Ogunjobi reads it again, and he's going to rip him down to the ground. 4th and 2. Decision time here. Only 1 timeout. Got to try to dial up a play for a first down. Not using that timeout. Browns aren't going to use the timeout, of course. So 4th and 2, they're going to go no huddle. Spread 4 wide, Mack on his right hip. Rivers back to pass. Be a great time for some pressure right side. Caught, no, dropped! Dropped as Denzel Ward knocked the ball out of Mack's hand, and that's going to be the game. The Browns are going to survive. What a second half by both of these offenses, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the Browns are going to be the last man standing. Again, we talked about who would have the ball last or who would make that important stop. And the Browns were the ones that made not 1 but 2 important stops here late. And then Baker's just going to go ahead and take a knee. Colts call their final timeout, but it is all for naught now. The Browns can just kneel again with 1:06, and they're going to go to 3 and 2 on the season. What a turnaround now. This is the 3rd game in a row, 3-game winning streak here, as Stefanski and the boys have started to figure some things out, specifically about their offense, and even so their young linebackers and spotty defensive backfield at times, and the pressure that's not being generated by your high-priced front 4. Their defense has done enough to keep them in these games here the last 3 weeks. And so the Browns' 3-game winning streak is on, and it is alive. Next week, a huge matchup in the division as they go to Pittsburgh for their first game of the year against the Steelers. Hard to believe it will already be week 6, and we will bring you every play here on Nagy on Sports. You know we will. We very much appreciate you tuning in. This has been a great game. And again, to my friend who suggested that I call the game live and not know how it was going to end because my reactions would be more authentic, I hope this is what you were looking for here, as I had a great time. They are going to go ahead and punt the ball for some reason. And he's just going to boom it all the way out of the end zone there. And the clock hits 000s. And Kevin Stefanski, wearing his best Freddie Kitchens outfit for Halloween, which is coming up here soon, gets the win. 3 and 2 are the Browns. Now there's Baker Mayfield. He was the player of the game. 304 yards, 4 TDs, no interceptions, over 70% of his passes complete, as he was great. Look at that second quarter. And then third quarter, score. What a game. What a second half. And the Browns are rolling here, folks. 3 and 2, heading to Pittsburgh next week. A final look at the short version of the stats. I will get the stat video again for you at the end, as I always do. But nice game today here for the Browns. Much needed. coming home to cement that 3-game winning streak, and now it's alive, and it is well. So great game here. We'll go ahead and run the stat video here for you shortly. I guess I could do this. I don't need to take JPEGs. Usually I take JPEGs and play weird music in the background, but I don't necessarily need to do that. So there's your team stats, player stats today. Nice job there, Baker Mayfield. Phillip Rivers, 337, 37. He threw the ball 48 times. Nice play for him, but it didn't matter. So Chubb didn't get a lot of carries, but it didn't matter. They didn't need him to today. Today was all about Kareem Hunt there. Look at that player. Hines left the game with the injury, 65 yards. Marlon Mack, 12 for 69. And again, Rivers with some of those plays. Beckham had a great game. Higgins had a great game. Hooper had a great game. Landry had a great game. And Kareem Hunt all had great games. Chubb and Peoples-Jones also had tackles. Here's Jack Doyle. Look at those 10 catches. 9 for Pittman, 5 for Hilton, 4 for Hilton, 5 for Campbell. So he, again, lots of short catches, but great job there by the Browns defense to get them down when it counted. Like to look at the defensive stats. Look at those tackles. 15 for Mack, 15 for Phillips. I'm here for all of the Wilson Phillips. Just hold on. References that you got. Let's do that. 1 sack today for Ogunjobi, 1 for Myles Garrett. No interceptions for either team in this game. So there you go. There are the stats of note here today. Great job, Browns. 3-2, on to Pittsburgh. Let's go. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching Nagy on Sports. Go Browns!